This is an extremely exciting time in crypto. The Ethereum ETF just got approved a couple of days ago. What does this mean for your investments? And more importantly, what does this mean for Aerodrome, the topic of today's video? Looking at the 3-hour chart of Aerodrome, you can see that right now we are still consolidating, and we actually did not break through into this red consolidation zone that I outlined in my previous Aerodrome video, right? I was saying that if we broke down further, we could definitely consolidate within this red zone, but we never did that. We touched this red zone 2 times, and we both times we bounced off of that zone. So that means there's very strong support at this 86-cent area, and we're very unlikely to go below that in the short term. Right now we are trending upwards. We are sitting at about $1.15, and as you can see, we've made several uptrends in the past couple of days. A lot of this was due to the Ethereum ETF news. Most cryptos have gone up in the past 2 weeks because of that news, and Aerodrome is one of those cryptos. And as you can see, there's nothing that's fundamentally changed with Aerodrome, right? It's still the same project as it was when it was at $2.30. Right now it's basically cut in half. It's at $1.15, but fundamentally Aerodrome is still a very strong project. I can definitely see us consolidating in this yellow support zone that I've outlined right here. This seems to be a very strong support zone for Aerodrome in the short term, and if we do break out of this zone, then I expect us to potentially go into this $1.30 to $1.40 area of support. That's once again another very strong area of support. That's where Aerodrome kind of landed after it made its first large run up in about mid-March. So I believe that that zone is kind of where we're targeting if we do indeed get another run up for Aerodrome. And like I said, fundamentally, Aerodrome has not changed, right? It's still the number one DEX on base, the number one project on base. It has a total value locked of 700 million. As you can see, the TVL has definitely been consolidating as well in the past couple of weeks. In April, it hit its all-time high TVL of about 800 million. So right now it's dropped a little bit, but you can see it's consolidating very nicely. So people are still using this project. People are still locking their funds into Aerodrome. And you can see the total value locked for base has actually increased since April, right? That means that base is more bullish than ever. Not only has base survived this recent kind of drop in the entire crypto markets, but it's bounced back very, very well. And right now you can see base is basically at an all-time high TVL. I'm actually more bullish on base now that the Ethereum ETF has been approved, because of course base is built on Ethereum, right? It's an Ethereum layer 2. So looking at all these projects, right, I'm just going to be more and more bullish on these projects going forward. So looking at Aerodrome, right, the number one DEX, Extra Finance, another project I'm extremely bullish on. You can see the TVL has definitely been increasing steadily. You can see something like Moonroll, right, another very bullish project of mine in the lending space on base. You can see that this project, of course, past month, 66% increase in TVL. These projects are consolidating in price, but they're increasing in TVL. Tells me that we're going to experience more and more price changes in the future to the upside. It's all building up very, very well right now. Going down at number 16 is Alien Base. This is probably the number 2 DEX that I'm bullish on base, right? It's very underrated in my opinion, right? It has a very, very clean UI. It's very easy to use. It's a DEX on base with 17 million TVL. I think it's actually around 30 million now. DeFi Llama just hasn't really updated yet, but Alien Base is another very bullish project of mine. Very, very underrated in my opinion. You can see that it's in the past month, wow, 114% TVL. More and more people are using this platform. More and more people are staking on Alien Base. I think it's just a matter of time before this project absolutely skyrockets. Let's actually take a look at the price of Alien Base. I believe it's at 7 cents, market cap of basically 7 million. There's no reason this project can't go into the tens of millions to hundreds of millions, guys. If you think you missed out on Aerodrome, well, don't worry, because we have Alien Base right here. I think this project is a sleeper. So that was the micro analysis. Let's now look at the macroeconomic analysis. And for that, let's look at Bitcoin, right? This is a chart actually drawn by a YouTuber called Crypto Currently. Go check out his channel. He does a lot of great technical analysis on Bitcoin. And you can see that in this chart, he highlights the three possibilities of this cycle, right? A left translated cycle, a normal cycle, and a broken cycle. Well, the Ethereum ETF that just got approved, right? That was what's called a white swan event, right? An event that a lot of people didn't think was going to happen, right? Most people thought that the Ethereum ETF was not going to get approved. The Bitcoin ETF, of course, was approved, but most people in the crypto community thought that Ethereum was probably not going to be approved by the SEC, but in fact it did, right? And we actually saw Bitcoin shoot up in price almost immediately. Right now it's back to around that 68K, 70K mark. And that white swan event might just be enough to push us into this left translated cycle instead of a normal cycle or a broken cycle. Looking at the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, you can see that we were in this bearish channel for a couple of weeks, right? Starting about mid-March all the way till mid-May, early May, we were in this bearish channel, and because of the Ethereum ETF, we broke out of this channel and we actually hit 72K really recently, and then now we're consolidating once again at around that high 60K to low 70K mark. And I believe that depending on what happens in the next few days, right, if we make new all-time highs, then we are definitely going to see an early bull run, an early altcoin season, and a left translated cycle. It all depends on what Bitcoin does. And right now the charts are looking very, very good for Bitcoin, right? I thought that because of this bearish channel, and if this bearish channel were to continue, we would hit this consolidation zone around $51,000 to $52,000 for Bitcoin, and we rejected that, right? We never hit that. We hit a low of 56,000, so that was basically the low as of recent, and we bounced back very, very nicely, and we've completely done a 180 on Bitcoin's price. So what does this mean, right? What does a left translated cycle mean? What does an early Bitcoin all-time high run mean for all of your altcoins and for Aerodrome? Well, that means that Aerodrome is on a path to recovery, and it's potentially on a very fast path to recovery, depending on, of course, on what Bitcoin does in the next couple of weeks, right? We could very well see Aerodrome go back to its all-time high, or to this this top consolidation zone right here around $1.50 to $1.70. We could very well see that happen in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. And if that happens, right, then the sky is the limit, right? Once we see that confirmation, right, once retail investors see that confirmation that, oh, hey, the market's correcting, everything's going back to normal, right? Everything is basically skyrocketing, right? All your meme coins, Pepe right now is doing very well. Turbo is doing very well, right? We see all these coins go up, and Aerodrome, a coin that a lot of investors are very passionate about, a lot of investors are invested heavily in, is going to see a lot of price increases as well. Hopefully by now everyone's bags are relatively packed, right? I'm probably around 90% invested already. I have about 10% left just in case we get some more drops, which we will definitely get more liquidity grabs, right? Bitcoin is not going to go up forever. We're going to have large 20 to 30% decreases in price we're still going to have 20 to 30% crashes in Bitcoin and in altcoins going forward, right? A bull run does not mean that prices just keep going up forever. We're still going to see corrections. This is a very exciting time. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please let me know what other videos I should make, right? What coins that you want me to cover. Mostly I've been covering the same couple of coins on my channel, but I want to expand into other coins as well. So please let me know. Let me know what videos you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one.